Here's another cool NinjaTrader 8 tip and feature involving chart layers. Now, I've been using the NinjaTrader 8 platform for many years, even prior to that when it was NinjaTrader 7, and it was only until recently that I've heard about what chart layers are. So in this quick video, I'm going to show you what that is and how it can be useful for you to use in your own trading. Right, first off, when you open any chart, I've got a chart open here, it could be on any market. I've got it on crude oil set to a 60-minute time frame. I'm using time-based bars, i.e. candles, one of the most widely used ones in the world, but you could be using whatever. It could be Renko bars, tick bars, whatever the case might be. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm using candles here. Now, chart layering actually refers to how your chart is basically built or layered for you to visually see it. So basically the first layer that's involved in the chart is actually the background, all right? And then the second layer would then be whatever time-based, Renko-based, tick chart, whatever you're going to be used to see what price action is currently doing, right? Where price is at and so forth. That would be then your second layer. Now, whenever you go and add, let's say, a drawing tool or an indicator to that chart, it would then layer on top of it. So we actually now, with a chart with a candlestick pattern open here, or sorry, candlestick chart open, we'll have the background layer 1, the candlestick layer 2, and anything that I add to that will be then layer 3, layer 4, whether it's an indicator or a drawing. Now to illustrate that, let's for example say I want to add a indicator. And it could be anything, and I'm actually going to use an indicator that's got a lot of lines just for explanation purposes. Let's say moving average ribbon. I'm not going to go into what this indicator does, but all I want to do is just apply that to my chart. All right. Now you can see this is actually an indicator that's got a lot of lines on it. So what the layering actually now means is, for example, if I were to go and left click with my mouse on that indicator, it would highlight it by making all these white dots. Now, if I go ahead and keep the shift key down on my keyboard, and you've got a mouse wheel on your mouse, and I go forward, you see there that says level 2 of 3. If I go even a little bit forward, it goes and says level 3 of 3. Remember, without that indicator, I've had one level, the background, level 2 being the candlestick, and now level 3 being the actual indicator. Now, you might have noticed as I moved that wheel forward that the actual indicators now moved behind the actual candle. Now, if I left click again, move the wheel and hold shift down and move the wheel backwards again, I can then move that indicator so it is layered in front of the candlestick in this case. Hopefully that's clear. So quite often if you, let's say, have a drawing tool or an indicator with a lot of, let's say, background color to it, and you can't actually go change the colors in the settings, then you can highlight most of the default indicators in NinjaTrader 8, just left clicking on it. And then, like I mentioned, just hold shift in your keyboard and then move your mouse wheel to the front, and it will actually layer that behind the chart type that you're using. For example, in my case, again, candlestick chart. All right. So let's say, for example, I have a rectangle on my chart. Now, this is the default one I'm using. Let's quickly go to properties here. And just for illustration purposes, let's make that inside black. Right. Now you can still see the candles are behind it, right? So you can do the same thing with chart layering by moving the chart layers forward and backs for actual drawings as well. So same thing here. If I left click on that actual chart drawing, I hit shift and I move my wheel forward, you now can see it's actually behind the indicator in this stage. And that stage is now behind the actual candlesticks. Right, so you can actually use layers to move any chopped object or indicator forward or backwards. Now, why would you want to do this? Like I mentioned, maybe you can't change the actual background or the opacities of colors on an indicator. Maybe you have a lot of drawing tools or, I don't know, indicators on your chart, and it's difficult to read where the actual price is on your candle because it's sort of hidden by all of these extra other layers. Then you can just go and click on it and actually go and hide them like that. But also from a technical perspective, just really cool how things work in NinjaTrader in this case chart layering, and how these objects or indicators or even the actual candles in my example, how they all work together and how they're layered on a chart. Again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care and goodbye. If you like this and want access to the tools, check out Ninjacators Fast Track with the link below.